Welcome to our review of the best 7 travel packs on the planet. We've categorized our backpacks into 7 different use cases because there's no clear winner as to which one is actually the best. And to be honest, man, everyone's got different travel needs. So these are our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 best travel backpacks. Guys, I'm Aaron, he's Tav, we're Nomads Nation. We're not just some like random jabronis making this up as we go. We own and have reviewed every single backpack on this list. Wow, that's a lot of backpacks. And each backpack that we talk about on this list has its own in-depth review that you can find in the description below. Real fast though, before we jump into the review, I wanna make sure that you and I are on the same page about what a travel backpack is. Here on our channel, a travel backpack is any pack that is larger than 35 liters. Anything smaller than 35 liters could be an everyday carry. And while some backpacks in that 30 to 35 liter range can be travel backpacks, for me, this is not about one bag travel or super light travel. This is just travel backpacks. So that means 35 liters and above. Let's just jump right into it. The first backpack on our list is going to be the best travel backpack with heavy, awesome, blow your mind features, the Peak Design Travel Pack. Peak Design is a legendary backpack making company. They typically cater to photographers, but this is a travel backpack that anybody can get value out of. And when I'm talking about features, I mean like, it's crazy. Whether it's the swivel system that can hide the straps and just so seamlessly bring them back. Same thing with the waist strap, this beautiful system, and the magnets that just sort of, oh my God, fall into place like that. Or the main compartment right here, how you have like this mesh divider and you can be like, mesh divider, be gone. Or how it's a 40 liter that can use these little buttons right here to compress to a 35 liter or expand to a 45 liter. There's so many features, it's unbelievable. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. This bad boy's got external lashes, hidden pockets, magnets, lockable zippers. I mean, just every little trick in the book, Peak Design implemented with this pack. Some quick specs. Like I said, it's a 40 liter, but it can compress to a 35 liter and expand to a 45 liter. It comes in 2 color options. I got the black. I wish I would have gotten the other option, the sage green. Looks really classy. The external material is a 400D waterproof nylon, which has a rugged feel, but it's a high quality and durable material. And it comes in weighing a fairly heavy 4.5 pounds. And the price point comes in at a hefty $300 US. So let's talk about some quick pros and cons. Pro number 1, pretty obvious, the next level features. That was easy. Pro number 2 is gonna be this whole back panel magnet of a masterpiece. In particular, you can do something so awesome with this, like, cause sometimes you want the waist pad, but sometimes you don't. In most backpacks, you gotta like unclip it and store it. But this guy, undo the magnets, pop out the waistband, and it's just right there for you. And another pro about this is that surprise, hidden magnet pocket, surprise, external lash points, okay? So you can go ahead and clip these onto the top of the bag, and you can use this to secure things like tripod, yoga mat, a kitten. But some of the cons. Con number 1 though is I really hate these side handles. They're not comfortable. Peak Design uses some sort of like metal or plastic lining, and holding it is just really annoying, and that pisses me off. Con number 2 is, I'm not saying this pack is uncomfortable, but it's definitely not as comfortable as some of the other packs that I reviewed. This is nice, but it's not quite the cushiony mattress that some other backpacks provide. If you are interested in learning more about the amazing Peak Design Travel Pack, take a look at the description, find the link, and watch the full review. Okay, number 2 on the list is going to be the best travel backpack for your tech gear, and that's the Tortuga Outbreaker. Tortuga is a really underrated backpack company. Their name Tortuga literally means turtle in Spanish. They just make these big ass like turtle shells for you that you travel around the world with. And I think this is great for your tech gear because of all the high quality materials that Tortuga utilizes on this pack. We got YKK waterproof zippers to keep your tech gear dry. We've got waterproof ripstop nylon, which is the same material that is used in sailcloth. Super durable. But most importantly for the tech gear, I love what Tortuga has done with their entire tech compartment. Sure, you can put other things in here like clothes and socks and whatever you want. But if you're traveling with a ton of tech stuff like I did, I went to Mexico for 3 months, used this backpack, so I brought a ton of tech gear. Bluetooth mouse, Bluetooth speaker, keyboard, chargers, I mean, you name it, I brought everything, and this just transported it all so well. And then also, you've got the actual laptop compartment here, which is one of my favorite laptop compartments ever. It is the softest, I mean, look at that beautiful material. And it just gives you that little extra peace of mind to know that your super expensive laptop is like in the best hands necessary. Aside from that, the backpack's pretty simple. We've got a couple of front compartments here, yet again, good for your tech gear. And then for all your other gear, clothes and all that good stuff, boom, we got a big old Tortuga Canyon. Clothes in the front, tech stuff in the back, good to go. Some quick specs. It comes in a 45 liter or a 35 liter. This is the 45. It weighs a fairly heavy 4.5 pounds. It only comes in this color option, and it costs $270 US. Pros and cons. Pro number one is actually gonna be the next level comfort of this pack. Take a look at this padding. I mean, that's insane. That is the thickest padding I may have ever seen in my entire life. And the padding on the back panel is mirrored on the padding on the waist straps. Yet again, super padded. Pro number two is going to be, this backpack is a perfect balance between simplicity, but while also having some nice features. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. And pro number three, going on that comfort angle too, we actually have the ability to adjust the height of the shoulder straps. So if you are exceptionally tall or a little bit on the shorter side, you can get this backpack to fit your body perfectly. But there's cons, there's always cons. Let me tell you about it with this guy. Con number one is I absolutely, utterly despise these zipper pulls. They are sharp and they can just be painful, and I hate them with every part of my body. Con number two, and this is a constant source of critique I have for Tortuga, I don't think they make the sexiest packs in the world. It's kind of just like, on a box. If you are interested in learning more about the Tortuga Outbreaker, check the links below for our full description. Okay, next up on the list, our top selection for best travel backpack that is minimalist is the Arcido Akra. Arcido, similar to Tortuga, not like a huge name brand, but we reviewed a few of their products and their gear is freaking great. This backpack in particular being my favorite. It's got a real nice, sleek look to it, and it's the best backpack for minimalism because there's really not a lot going on, and it's a really great experience because of that. Like, this guy only has 5 pockets. You got a pocket up here, you got a top pocket, 2 side pockets, a very minimalist main compartment, and that's about it. So while some backpacks are feature heavy, like the Peak Design Travel Pack, sometimes travelers just want a simple user experience. Got some clothes, got a phone, and a passport, put them in your bag and you're good to go. There's not really much more to say about it. It's minimalist, right? Some quick specs about this guy. It's 35 liters. It comes in one color, this gray, which I quite like. The materials are all decent. We've got some sort of polyester external material here, and the price point comes in at a fairly reasonable $180-ish US. Let's talk about some pros and cons. Pro number one, this bag is very comfortable. Really nice padding, really nice ventilation. Pro number two is that for the price range, we've actually got some decent magnetic hardware. Love the magnet on this sternum strap here, really nice and smooth. Also got a magnet on the waist strap. And pro number three is just the overall look. I like the gray patchiness on the outside and like this really calming blue on the inside. I just think there's a nice aesthetic to this entire bag. But I got some cons. Con number one is this whole tech system in the tech compartment is like detachable and removable, but I thought it just kind of didn't really work very great. Con number two is that the materials are a little on the cheaper side, especially some of the interior materials. You should expect it at this price point, but it is definitely something to be aware of. If you want to learn more about the Arcido Akra, check the description. Down there we got some links, one of which is a full review of this bad boy. It's actually the first review we ever did, so take it easy on us. It wasn't our finest review, but it's still good. Okay, so next up on the list is going to be my pick for the best travel backpack for business, the Nomatic Travel Bag. And the reason I'm picking this for the best business pack is the look. It looks sleek, it looks businessy. And ultimately, isn't that what you're looking for with the business backpack? If so, Nomatic is for you. This bag launched on Kickstarter like 5 years ago and raised like $1 trillion or something like that. That's because it has 20 unique features. So Mr. or Mrs. Business Traveler, you're going to your business trip in like, I don't know, wherever you go to do business, Antwerp, and you're like, oh wait, I wanna go from backpack mode to duffel mode, snap these closed, and boom, now you're a business duffel person. Then you wanna go back to backpack mode, Now you're a business backpack person. But there's more than just that. There's so many pockets and places for additional organization. The shoe compartment on the bottom is good if you want to bring an extra pair of business shoes. And this tech compartment on the side is perfect for all of your business needs, whether it's the RFID safe passport pocket, with these little tech and storage areas. And finally, as a business savvy person, you're probably gonna have a laptop, and this tech compartment is very well protected, very secure. Your business laptop will be nice and safe in there. And also comes with a laundromat for your business laundry. Some specs. It weighs 3.4 pounds. It's 40 business liters. It only comes in black, but that's very businessy, right? And it costs $280 US. I got some pros and cons with this guy though. Pro number one is gonna be all of Nomatic's next level features. Pro number two, sick ass look, especially with that tarpaulin. It's so sleek and it's actually very durable too because it's water repellent. And pro number three is that while there's a lot of features on the outside, the inside's actually really quite simple. So it's that nice middle ground between feature heavy yet simplicity at the same time. But I got some cons. Let's talk about them. Con number one is that while tarpaulin is water resistant, it is not very scratch resistant. If you hit the corner of a sharp table with this guy, it will scratch it permanently. Con number two is that the comfort of the back panel isn't always the best because look, there's actually no like foam padding of any kind. We got comfortable straps. But if you're like a super sweater, this one's gonna be like plastered to your back. If you would like to learn more about the awesome Nomatic Travel Bag, take a look at the description. We've got a link to our full review down there. Nice. All right, number 5 on the list is the best travel backpack for those on a budget, the Osprey Farpoint 40. If you're on a budget, that can mean two things. One, you're just trying not to spend that much money. But sometimes people on a budget are like budget travelers, are young people looking to travel the world for the first time. And either of those situations, this is the perfect bag for you. Because for me at a younger age, this is one of the first backpacks that I ever traveled the world with. I traveled to far-flung lands like Thailand. I spent a lot of time in Thailand. It's got a classic backpacker aesthetic, but Osprey has recently done some rebranding and has used materials and branding like with their logo that makes it feel a little bit more modern. And using this pack is great. We've got, first of all, I love the neon green highlight of the interior materials. Dude, that's just fun. YKK smooth zips. You've got two compartments. You got like the tech compartment here, and then the actual main compartment here. One cool note about this pack is I believe it comes with this duffel strap, or it's only a couple bucks to add it on. And what's dope is that you can actually hide the straps and the waistband completely and go straight duffel mode, which is awesome when you're just jumping between hostels, like broke backpacker lifestyle. It doesn't get any better than this. Some quick specs. It comes in a 38 or a 40 liter. This is the 38. Osprey has tons of different sizes and different packs for different people. So for guys, you rock the Osprey Farpoint 40. But for the ladies out there, they have basically the same version of this, but it's called the Osprey Fairview. And these packs come in either a small medium size or a medium large size. Osprey's always changing their colors around. Currently on the website, there's a red and a gray, and that's it. But I've seen other variations of this pack, so keep an eye out for that. And the price range is gonna come in at about 140 to 160 USD. It depends where they ship to. Pros and cons. Pro number one, it's a lower price point. Pro number two is going from backpack mode to duffel mode is pretty sweet. And pro number three is that this guy is just really durable. Great build quality, great stitch work. It's gonna last the test of time. But cons. I really don't like how the tech compartment is in the front, especially if you have this guy packed out and you're putting your laptop there. This stuff is kind of pushing on that. Usually tech compartments are like right here, so it just slides right in the laptop and it's against your back. But when it's here, it does run the risk of being pushed and cracking your laptop. Just to clarify, this is my opinion. It's a little controversial. Some people in the comments came after me, but I stand by it. Con number two is easy for me too. Oh, the dangle experience on this thing is brutal. It's like got tentacles. If you are interested in learning more about the Osprey Farpoint 40, check the links in the description. We got a full review down there. I heard that Ospreys can fly. Nope. Next up, numero 6 on my list is my pick for the best travel backpack for one bag travel, the Aer Capsule Pack. In case you don't know, one bag travel means you travel with one bag. It means that you have a backpack that is large enough to fit your stuff, but small enough to always go in the overhead compartment. It's great for one bag travel because at 35 liters, it'll be able to be put in the overhead for basically most flights. But also I just love the experience of traveling with it. It's called the capsule pack because this main compartment is like a circular type capsule, and it's just this big, beautiful open space that is ideal for modular travel, or otherwise known as packing cubes. So you pop your things in the packing cubes, they just perfectly fit there, you're good to go. You've got a little extra organization with this big mesh compartment, a 3/4 tech compartment with really nice materials. This really interesting, and not perfect, but interesting sort of quick access compartment right here. But my favorite part is that this can be carried as a backpack, or you can stow away the shoulder straps and travel with it as an extremely comfortable duffel. To be honest, I ended up using it more as a duffel than I did a backpack. Some specs. You can do a 35 or a 40 liter. If you're doing one bag travel, get 35. You got a black option and a gray option. It weighs 4.1 pounds and it costs $230 US. Let me tell you some pros and cons about this guy though, because I got a few of both. Pros, I think it's my favorite backpack to duffel transition in any pack that I've ever used. Pro number 2 is gonna be the next level comfort. All Aer products are so unbelievably comfortable. I mean, look at these. Look at these cushiony shoulder straps and the ventilation and the cushioniness of the back panel. And pro number 3 will be Aer's sleek and sexy and modern and urban look. But I got some cons. Con number 1 is that I love the idea of this pocket. I didn't like the implementation. Too flappy. I would have preferred this to have been nice and stiff, right? Like, rah! And con number 2 is that while you are in duffel mode, the water bottle is actually on the bottom. So if you're traveling with an actual water bottle, it slides out all the time, and it irks me. If you wish to learn more about the Aer Capsule Pack, check the descriptions and check out the link to our full review. And last but not least on our list is the best travel backpack for hikers slash campers slash adventurers slash filmographers, the Wandrd Fernweh. We don't know how to pronounce it. This like hiking backpack mixed with a spaceship looking mother is Wandrd's newest product that raised over $500,000 on Kickstarter. I want to emphasize it's definitely geared towards photographers and videographers. But if you're not a photographer or a videographer, I still think you can get immense value out of this pack. Let's just look at the back right here. This is literally a trekker's dream. Talk about padding and airflow and ventilation. And not to mention there's a metal frame inside for extra support on your back as you're trekking the Himalayas. But it's not just the comfort that's amazing about this pack. We've got some great functionality, whether it's the front pocket, which can easily fit a camelback and straw you to keep you hydrated. The quick access camera pocket. The cool bucket system. It's like a bucket on top of it. You have to watch the review to get the whole gist. This thing literally has ski holders. It's designed for an adventure lifestyle. Let's talk about some specs. It's 50 liters. It's huge. Currently there's 2 color options. You got black and this immaculate tan. I am so into what is happening here. The weight is 5 pounds and it comes in at $350 USD. So it's a pricey hiking bag, that's for sure. Quick pros and cons. Pro number 1, that next level comfort. Pro number 2 is going to be the amazing weather and water resistance of all the materials. And pro number 3 is going to be this side camera access and how perfectly this pack integrates with Wandrd's camera cube system. But I got some cons. Con number 1 is that it's expensive. It's the most expensive backpack on this list, and that should be acknowledged. Con number 2 is that it's actually a little complex. You get used to it. You gotta watch a few videos to really learn how to maximize the use of this pack, but it's not the simplest user experience, at least right away. If you are interested in learning more about the Wandrd Fernweh, just you know what to do. Check the links in the description. Hey dudes, if you're still here, that means that you really dug this video and you really dig backpacks. So let's work with that. Since you like the video so much, it would mean the world to Tav and I if you could like the video, subscribe, and give us a comment. Which of these backpacks are you most interested in? Or did we miss one of your favorite travel packs? So take a look at the description and look at the 7 options down there. Find the one that you're most interested in, click on the link because it'll bring you to a full review of that pack so you can get closer to finding the backpack of your dreams. I'm so cheesy. Now I'm just gonna ramble for the next few seconds so you have time to now check out the description without the YouTube algorithm just sort of auto-playing the next things. So yada, yada, yada. I got a new Apple Watch. I'm in love with it. It's really cool.
Oh, you're such a show.
I just love my Apple Watch, man. Apple did not advertise or pay us in any way, shape, or form to say that. This watch is just dope. Did you find your backpack yet? What are you still doing here? My God. If you're still here, let us know in the comments why. Please. Tab just told me that when this video gets 150 likes, he'll get me a foot massage. So actually, please don't like this then, because I do not want to take him up on that offer. Holy shit. He's serious too. The way he looked at me, I think he licked his lips when he said it too.
She is, isn't it?
All right, guys, we'll see you next time.